Look at this beautiful salmon spinach lasagna. What a miracle, what a flavor. It's amazing. So let's start. I'm going to show you how to make such a beautiful lasagna. I know there are many recipes on the internet, but I promise you, you are going to be so happy with this, and you are going to learn some new tricks. So we are going to boil some milk, not even boiled but heating up, and we're gonna infuse it shallot and one garlic. We have the garlic and we are going to put it in the milk. We're gonna heat up the milk, then we take down the heat and we let it just a little bit on a low temperature to cook, so it takes all these flavors that we are going to use it. We are going to use this milk for the bechamel, so we are going to have this goodies flavor in lasagna, in salmon spinach lasagna, but we are not going to have them there. We are going to use also some chives. I have 2 packs, so it may be enough. I have some fresh spinach. I'm going to add some olive oil and let it defrost and cook a little bit. They are already cooked, but we cook them with a little bit of olive oil. At the end we add a little bit of salt, pepper and nutmeg. Obviously the ideal it will be if we can use fresh spinach, but we don't have. It is winter, so instead of using spinach treated with all kind of God knows what pesticides coming from God knows from where and how they have been grown and kept fresh, you better use the one you trust, the brand, or if you have yourself in your freezer, then use that without any problem. We are going to use for this salmon lasagna smoked salmon that is already sliced and fresh salmon that I have to slice in tiny pieces. We put the smoked slices underneath, then we put on top of them the fresh slices, and it's going to be a divine combination. You're gonna see it. Go. I added some black pepper, I added a little bit of salt, and I am going to add, or I start to add, some garlic. I'm not going to smash the garlic, I'm not going to drizzle and cream it, but I'm going to take it through this to drizzle to on this side, because the more you cook the garlic, the more you are not going to feel the taste, the flavor. And don't forget, if you are going to take it through the small one, by the time it's cooking here a little bit and in oven a little bit, you are not going to feel anything from that garlic, exception if you are not going to put a lot, but you don't have to put a lot. It's enough to put a clove of garlic and to this on this size. I'm gonna keep drizzling, and then I'm adding now a little bit more olive oil, because the olive oil is going to taste divine with the salmon and with all the rest. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. You see, it's already a cream. You don't have to cook too much. The frost spinach, because we are going to put it anyway for about 30-35 minutes in the oven also. So when everything is ready, I start to depack the smoked salmon, to take the slices one by one, so it's going to be very easy for me to put it on the tray when I start to arrange everything. I make the mise en place, if you wish. And here is the milk. It's hot, so it absorbs the flavors, but it's not boiling it. And then this milk, I let it cool down a little bit, and then we can start to make the bechamel. All right, let's finish with the garlic and yeah. Do you remember I told you that I make for winter always, and then I have in the summertime a big batch of grilled pepper. I grilled different types of paprika and peppers, and peel them, mince them with a little bit of salt, a little bit of black pepper, and to some of them I add some onion. To some of them I add nothing else but only the spices and that I mentioned and the paprika. So I decided to add a little bit to this spinach, 2 teaspoons of that grilled paprika pepper cream. Sorry, grilled paprika or grilled pepper cream. So it's going to give a boost to this spinach. I tell you one more secret, in case you are going to have or in case you cooked too much spinach, don't panic. You can put it in a bag and in a freezer, and you can always pick it up and just make a nice meal or add it to a nice meal. If you have some meat patties or sausages, mashed potato, or you can make a nice cream soup, spinach cream soup from this. So that's not a problem if you have more. Okay guys, so next step, I mentioned that I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg to the spinach, which I'm going to do, and then I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg to the bechamel sauce. As you can see, the butter started to melt already, and then I'm going to add a little bit of flour, stir it, and the secret ingredient, it's 2 packs of ricotta. I have to do 2 packs because it's going to be a bigger lasagna, but yeah. And why ricotta? You can add mascarpone if you don't have ricotta, or you can mix, because a smooth, nice cheese, it goes always with salmon. Not the strong taste, not the one that it has a strong taste, flavor, but a smooth one, like a cream cheese or ricotta cheese in this case. Let's do it. All right, a little bit of flour. There you go. Okay, we don't need so much bechamel like for the regular lasagna or spinach lasagna, because we're gonna add the ricotta and the mascarpone, as I mentioned to you. And I am going to add a little bit of cheese, regular cheese also, not only ricotta and mascarpone, but also some regular cheese in it. So it's going to be enough creamy, but not too much, not too heavy. Don't forget, don't use the only heavy or stronger flavor cheese I'm going to use. It is the Parmigiano when I am layering everything down on the tray. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt, a little bit of nutmeg, and work on it. Here you go. I took out the onion and the garlic from the milk. It's cooler a little bit, it's hot, but only hot, not boiling. I am not burning, but browning a little bit this flour to bechamel, and then I start to add little by little the milk. If you're not sure, or you don't want to burn, or you do some other things on the same time, you better do this bechamel on a low temperature, okay? So you avoid burning it. I didn't show you step by step how to make bechamel, because I'm pretty sure many of you know how to do it, and those who doesn't know how to do it, there are so many recipes out there. So okay, so I added some black pepper, some nutmeg, some salt, milk. Please add the milk at a little bit warmer than room temperature. Nice and hot milk actually, but not boiling and not too hot. The spinach is already done, it's ready, it's nice and thick and creamy, and I just leave it a little bit so the extra liquid is going to evaporate a little bit more. It's on number 3, and I'm still mixing here the bechamel before I'm going to add the ricotta and mascarpone. It is my first time when I am going to add mascarpone to it. A friend of mine suggested to add half. So I am not sure, I am a little bit skeptical or afraid, but I hope I'm not gonna mess it up. Yeah, let's see. Go back to finish the bechamel. Alright, the bechamel is almost ready. You may wonder what those little black dots are in my bechamel. They are the black pepper pieces. I didn't realize that the grounder is on a bigger size, set on the bigger size. So I start to add some black pepper, and after that I noticed that, oh my god, they are too big. It doesn't matter, because I am lucky this time, because together with salmon it's a nice match, and the salmon, the spinach also. But otherwise I will be in trouble, really. So yeah, soon it's going to be ready. So I'm going to add the 2 ricotta. I changed my mind, I'm not going to listen to anyone, not this time. I'm going to add 2 ricotta cheese to it, and then mix it nicely well and cover it with a plastic. Nice, I'm going to show you how to do it, and put it out on the terrace. It is very cold outside, so we have minuses these days, so it's gonna cool down very fast, very soon, very quick. and then by the time it's cooling down, I'm going to slice in thin slices the raw salmon, and then yeah, we start to assemble. I don't dare to add the half ricotta, half mascarpone now, because this lasagna is going to be for the birthday of a very, very special and dear person. And I don't want to mess it up, you know. I'm going to make definitely one more around Christmas, one more lasagna around Christmas time. So then I am going to try the mixed one when it's only for me or so. Hopefully I'm going to be able to do it, because I am looking forward for a surgery. So I don't know how quick the recovery time is going to be, and how I'm going to be able to cook or to do anything. Okay, at this point I take the heat down, and I'm going to add the ricotta, as I mentioned to you. I don't know if I told you or I mentioned in any of my videos, but one of my favorite cheese is ricotta. It is elegant, it is flavorful, it's tasty, it's like a real lady. Absolutely. I am not sorry that I didn't use mascarpone, which is a lighter version of ricotta, let's say. So now I'm going to mix everything properly, well together, let it warm up all together, and then just cover and put it on a terrace to cool down. Guys, I just tasted the beautiful spinach. I cannot express with words what a beautiful flavor it has, and I'm still letting it on a tray, on a hot plate to say, so it evaporates a little bit more of the water. The flavor stays, the water evaporates, but as you can see, it is almost gone, everything, so no need for that. Normally, for if you don't use it for lasagna, it will be perfect. But if you use it for lasagna, it's better to be a little bit on the drier side, if you understand what I mean. Because the bechamel, and look at the bechamel, look at here. Have you seen anything creamier than this since I add the ricotta? Absolutely amazing, and what a wonderful flavor. Oh my god, and what a nice taste. I'm going to cover now with a plastic and put it out. Right, we covered it this way, so we are not going to allow the bechamel to form that skin on top of, so it's going to be to stay creamy, and we don't have to throw away the top of it just because the skin, it cannot be used. So out, and we start to make the salmon fillet. Okay, first and foremost, you have to take the skin down, and I start to do it. This is how nice it is, you see. Absolutely, I just went a tiny bit deeper here, but that's not a problem. But this is how it has to look like. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to do this with every slice, and then just cut it in nice little pieces, thin slices actually. Go another slice, very, very. So in order for the slices not to be too thin, but nice, as you can see, this is the way I slice the ones I can. I try to slice them and to make a nice fillet, like the same way like when you are having a chicken breast, for example. If I'm going to get another, yeah, so like this, I'm going to slice it in the middle and then just open it, as you can see. So this way it's not too thin, so it's not like for sushi, but not too thick, because if it is too thick, it's not good for. Obviously, we have also this kind of slices. A lot of people, they don't show you this, but we have them. They are perfectly good. They're nice. We just put them here, and then I keep going with the rest. I slice this in the middle and then open it nicely. So you're gonna see everything is going to be fine. And yeah, unfortunately, it was a ready packed salmon, and you cannot see properly how nice the pieces they are, but somebody who loves food and love ingredients will always find a way to fix it. All right, so everything is ready. Everything is cold or coldish. I have the bechamel there. I have the salmon. I have the spinach, and I already put a little bit of bechamel on the bottom of this tray. I tried to shape some lasagna paste or pasta. I don't have fresh pasta, and I don't have time to do it, unfortunately, but that will do. That will do it. It's a Barilla lasagna pasta, so it's all good. And now I'm going to put a little bit of spinach all over. Not too thick, but not too thin. I try to cover with a very thin layer the pasta here, because I want to make 2 layers of everything, and then if I put it too thick, it will be too much. And now I start to put the smoked pieces of salmon. Yes, you can do only with smoked, or only with fresh uncured salmon. It's up to you. I'm going to do it mixed, but if you are doing with mixed, you need to be very careful at the salt and how much salt you are going to put, and how much how salted is the smoked one, because the smoked one is already naturally salted, so you don't want to over salt this beautiful tasty piece of goodies. Okay, nice. If you are going to try to do this way, you are going to be so amazed about what a wonderful flavor this smoked salmon gives to. That's it. One piece of that, or one layer of smoked salmon, and now we are going to add to it a layer of raw. There you go, and we go this way all the way. We start, or I like to start from the sides and going this way or that way in the middle. Beautiful. So I'm going to take everything and then I'm going to show you how does it look like. Folks, so the 2 layers of salmon are done. Now we take a little bit of chive. As you can see, I have sliced it here and just put it over. There you go. We have already a little bit of flavor of garlic and onion in bechamel. So we put that chive and a little bit of dill. You know dill, it's like a match made in heaven for salmon, and it gives a fresh flavor. It's a dry dill. Dill is one of the spices that actually it's keeping its flavor even if it's dry. It's not like the parsley or the dry basil. I'm pretty sure you noticed that they don't keep the flavor so well. So this is here, and now I'm going to put a little bit of Parmigiano, 1 layer of Parmigiano, and on the same time I'm going to put a little bit of Edamer cheese. It is a flavorful cheese but not so strong, so it's not going to take over the salmon, the taste of the salmon. And as you can see, that's the reason why I told you also about the salt, because Parmigiano is salted naturally, and we have the other cheese with this very a little bit salty. The Edamer has its natural salt in it, and we have the smoked salmon. So we have this, and now we put a little layer of this nice bechamel, just here and there, because when it starts to cook, it's going to be anyway smelting and melting and being all over. This having also some cheese, it's such a beautiful thing. And now we are going to put the second layer of the pasta. Okay, I put 1 layer of lasagna sheets. I put just a little bit of you see, I put just a little bit of bechamel, and then a tiny layer of spinach. I come back soon, because it is all about being creative. These tray is not so deep. So what I did, I just turned up the side of it, so it's going to let me make one more layer of salmon and cheese and a layer of lasagna sheets. And yes, oh, beautiful. That's what I'm telling you all the time. Be creative. So I start again with a smoked salmon, and then then I take the fresh salmon, chives, and do the second layer. So all good. See you in a bit. Okay, we are done with the second layer of salmon. We are just going to put the rest of the chives we have here. We leave just a tiny bit for the top, and we add the dill. And we are going to add the Parmigiano Reggiano, like this. Such a wonderful flavor, such a good taste. Oh my, me oh mine, me oh mine. And now Edamame cheese. Okay, just here and there, not too much. So that piece here, that piece there is going to melt anyway. And now we add the last layer of lasagna pasta, and we put on top of it a little bit of bechamel and a little bit of cheese, chive, and in the oven for about 30-35 minutes, 180 degrees in a hot oven. And yeah, see you when it's ready. I'm gonna show you the top layer and then when it's going to be ready. Okay, on the last layer I put a little bit of homemade tomato sauce also, and as you can see, chunks of bechamel, and now the last layer of pastry with a little bit of bechamel on the top, with a little bit of tomato paste like you can see here, and a little bit of cheese. That's all. Alright, this is how it looks like, the last layer. A pastry, a little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano, and edamame cheese. I'm going to cover with a little bit of foil and put it for 30 minutes on preheated oven. When it's going to be ready, I'm going to present you the beauty. I forgot to show you, I put some chives, the rest of the chives on the top. Surprise, look what we've got here. I have some leftovers, so I decided to make a smaller salmon spinach lasagna for myself. Many times, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there will recognize this situation. I'm cooking or I'm baking for my loved ones, family, friends, and I'm tasting a little bit here and there, but maybe several times I do not even end up uh, sitting at the table and see the final results, tasting the final results, because I'm just sending it out or ask them to come to take it away. So this time, from these leftovers, I am going to have the opportunity to see how it's going to taste like. So I've already put the layer of pasta, some bechamel, the salmon, no, spinach, salmon, the cheese, some chives, some dill, and I make the second layer, and that's all. Actually, not the second layer, only one more layer, because I have some leftover spinach, so I make a layer with spinach on top of it, and that's it. A little bit of cheese, um, uh, one other layer of lasagna sheets, and yeah. So this is going to be a little bit different, because it's going to have the top layer is going to be only lasagna, but Jesus, only spinach, but it's okay. But at least I'm going to have the opportunity to taste it and to let you know how does it taste like, because I'm not gonna cut the one. I'm going to send it away to my lovely, beautiful Heidi. Promised, here is my lasagna, the second batch I made. This is how it looks like, and I let it cool down a little bit, then we are going to taste it. So this is my spinach and salmon lasagna that I showed you. I made it from leftovers. Look how beautiful it looks like, and it tastes amazing. I filmed it because I promised you to show you not only the one I made it for my friend. Of course, that one is with 3 layers. This one is with 2 layers. 3 layers of pasta and 1 layer of salmon, 1 layer of spinach. The other one is with 2 layers of salmon, 1 layer of spinach, and 4 layers of pasta. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and follow me for the next recipe.